Happy hump day. Pressure. We all have it. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people thrive under it, and some people find pressure really hard. What the research shows is that there is an optimal amount of pressure. And it's this optimal amount of pressure that's good for us because it motivates us to take action. It keeps us focused. When we get the right amount of challenge and interest in what we're doing, we have chemicals that are released in our brain that make us more alert, more motivated and ready to learn. And this is what researchers and educators refer to as the Goldilocks Zone. And so a bit like the fairy tale where it's not too hot and not too cold. And so similarly, it's when you're working on a task and you're learning something that is neither too hard nor too easy. Now, to me, this zone has very similar parallels to the work that you can read about with Mahali, Sixth Sense Mahali, when he talks about flow. And that's when a person has the right state of challenge in the work that they're doing, and they also feel like they've got the right skill level to be able to do it. So when we have that right amount of skill and the right amount of challenge, that we experience what we call flow. Now, he's got a really good TED talk on this, and if you haven't seen it, it's worth checking out. But of course, sometimes pressure can feel like it's too much. So how do you know when you're experiencing too much pressure? And what do you do about it? Well, pressure becomes unhealthy when you feel like you have no control, no autonomy over what's around you. When you feel like you're working really hard and you're not making any progress, or you feel like you've got so much to do that it's overwhelming, and you therefore feel like you're going backwards, not forwards. And when you feel like you're just ruminating on an issue and not making a decision because it's not getting resolved. Look, there's no doubt that life is a series of ups and downs, and we all have challenges and pressure in our life. But there are things that you can do to help release that pressure valve to make it a little bit easier. There's 5 core things that can help to focus on. Firstly, get really clear about what you can change and what you can't change. Because if you can't change it, then don't waste energy worrying about it. Focus on the things that you can influence and you can control. Take the time to stop, breathe, reflect, because it's in these moments of quiet time that we're better able to respond rather than just reacting to what's going on around us. Thirdly, it really does help when you've got some purpose and meaning in your life. When you're clear around your goals, when you're clear around what you want to do and what you want to do next, it becomes easier to focus and also easier to let the things that aren't going to help you achieve your goals not matter to you. Fourthly, learn to say no. There are always things in life that we need to say no to, and often because we're trying to please others, we'll say yes to things that aren't good for us. Now, this isn't just saying no with nothing attached to it, but when you say a no with conviction and a no where you're looking after yourself and in many respects the people around you, that's really important. And fifthly, really maintaining strong connections with family and friends, because when you're talking to people, sharing how you feel, it becomes easier to deal with the pressure that's around you. So until next week, take care.